Welcome. This is the Senior Safety Advice Podcast, and we are so glad that you've made it to a calmer corner of your day. Here, we focus on real solutions, practical help, and the kind of encouragement we could all use a little more of. So let's get to it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Daily Senior Safety Advice Podcast. I'm Esther Kane, a retired occupational therapist and a certified aging in place specialist. So this is March 10th, and March is Mobility and Independence Month. Today, we're going to talk about the role of physical therapy and how it benefits and can increase your independence. I want to start off by saying something that I think surprises a lot of people, and it surprised me that it surprised a lot of people. Physical therapy is not just about recovering from surgery or an injury, and it's not just for athletes. I'm always surprised when I speak to my friends and family about going to see a physical therapist. Their immediate response is usually, well, I'm not hurt. I'm going, well, yeah, but you may need some help with, you appear to need some help with your balance, or you're having trouble increasing, your strength, or you're losing strength. Physical therapy can help you all about that. And that's what this talk is about. This podcast is all about. Physical therapy is about staying independent, about doing the things that you want to continue doing in your own home on your own terms. What I hear, as I've said all the time, is, oh, I thought physical therapy was only after an injury, or, oh, I didn't think it would help with everyday things. But here's what I've seen over and over again, and I know from my own personal experience of partaking in physical therapy sessions, is that physical therapy can keep people living independently longer. And of course, that matters to your daily life. Independence isn't just about pride. It's about safety. It's about confidence. It's about being able to get up, move around, and take care of yourself without fear, without apprehension. So what I've noticed over the years is that people don't usually lose independence all at once. I know that I notice it in myself. It's a little bit each month. There's a little tiny thing that I used to be able to do a year ago that maybe is a little more difficult now. It definitely happens in small ways. Things like getting up from the floor is a little harder. Scooping up that litter box from the ground is a little harder. Getting up out of a chair feels harder. Even getting up out of bed can feel harder. Walking feels a little slower. Balance feels off. And stairs, especially going downstairs, can feel intimidating. And people, you can quietly start avoiding some of those things because you have that apprehension. So that's usually when physical therapy can really help to make a difference. PTs don't just look at one sore knee or one weak hip. They look at how your whole body moves, how you stand, how you walk, how you transfer from bed to chair and from the floor up. They watch the details that most of us do not notice. And here's where all of that really matters. Those details are often what helps to keep someone safe at home. PT focuses on strength, balance, flexibility, and coordination. All the things that support daily life. I've seen physical therapy help people stand up without using their arms. Can you believe that? When's the last time you did that? Walk more confidently, helps to reduce falls and to feel less afraid of moving and performing tasks. And fear is a big part of all of these movements. When someone is afraid of falling, they naturally move less. When they move less, well, they get weaker. And that cycle can sneak up really fast. So physical therapy can help to break that cycle. And it does it in a very personal way. It's not a one-size-fits-all program, and it shouldn't be. If you go to a physical therapy gym and you notice that your PT is working with 5 or 6 people at the same time, giving you standard exercises, then yeah, that is not the right kind of physical therapy. That is, I don't know, generic physical therapy. What you want is a one-on-one session with the PT, maybe 4, 5, 6 sessions to get you going. There are PT clinics out there that are built just like that. There's one right by me called Above, ABOVE Therapy, right here in Suwanee, Georgia, and they are amazing. It is one-on-one. It's the PT and you, and it's an excellent physical therapy clinic. So you want clinics like that. Exercises that the PTs assign are chosen based on, or should be chosen based on what you actually need to do. Getting in and out of the shower, walking to the mailbox, climbing a step, getting up from the floor, real life stuff, stuff you use every day. Even getting in and out of the car can be difficult for some people. And that's something that a lot of families don't always realize, is that PT isn't about fancy equipment. It's about practical movement that you use every day that can help to keep you more independent longer in your own home. I've seen therapists use chairs, counters, towels, steps, everything, things that people already have at home. And sometimes having a home health PT can be more beneficial than going to a gym. So check on that. Independence definitely happens at home. And of course, it can, spread out to the community, but you definitely want to be as independent as possible for as long as possible in your home. Another important piece that PTs provide is education. They teach people how to move safely, how to use their bodies better, how to protect their joints. That kind of knowledge really sticks. I've seen people say things like, well, no one ever showed me that before. And suddenly movement feels less scary, which is amazing. I mean, even as an OT, I've heard that myself. Physical therapy can also help people with mobility devices such as walkers and canes and even walking sticks, or how to use them correctly, or even how to pick the correct one for them, how to size it for them, which all of that matters more than people think, because if you use the incorrect mobility device, that can actually end up hindering you worse. I have seen, some seniors using walkers that were way too short for them or way too tall for them. And then that ended up causing muscle pain and poor gait, poor movement, unsafe balance issues. So you want to use the right equipment, but you want it to be fitted to your shape, your body. Using equipment, using the right equipment the right way increases your independence without a doubt. Using it the wrong way and using the wrong kind of equipment can absolutely increase your fall risk. And I want to say this clearly. Needing physical therapy does not mean that you're failing. That's like saying going to the gym means you're failing. No, it means you're taking charge. It means you're doing something for yourself and about your health. It means you're being proactive. It means you're saying, I want to stay as independent as long as possible. And that is strength, not only physical, but emotional strength. And physical therapy, let's face it, isn't always forever. Sometimes it's short term, sometimes it's periodic check-ins. It's like a tune-up for your body. I've seen people return to activities that they thought were behind them. Everything from gardening, walking with friends, traveling. And even when full recovery isn't always possible, physical therapy still helps. It helps people do more with what they have, and more importantly, to do it more safely. And if you're a caregiver, physical therapy actually helps you too, because when someone moves better, your care for them gets easier. Your body movements, or how you help transfer them and help them, can also be instructed to be done in a safer way by a physical therapist. But if the person that you're helping is more independent, then what you do for them is less physical. You're not injuring your own body. Your stress goes down. The possibility of injuring your own muscles goes down. That kind of shared independence really matters. The goal of physical therapy is not perfection, it's function. So, can you do what matters to you? Can you move through your day with less effort and less fear? That's the win. So if you or someone you love is starting to feel limited or avoiding movement or feeling unsure at home, then please consider getting a doctor's order for physical therapy. It may be one of the most supportive steps that you can take. It's not about pushing harder. It's about moving smarter. And over time, let's face it, that can really make a difference between needing help and staying independent. Well, that's all that I have for you today. I want to thank you again so much for being here with me. And if today's episode gave you some useful insights or new ideas, then please share it with someone who you think might find it helpful as well. And you can discover even more expert tips and helpful guides for seniors and caregivers at seniorsafetyadvice.com. And listen, if you're searching for an aging in place specialist, then please visit our website at aginginplacedirectory.com. Now, come back tomorrow for more useful tips, insights, and ideas right here on the Daily Senior Safety Advice podcast. And hey, listen, if you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel or the podcast yet, then please go ahead and do that right now, because that really helps us to reach more people who could use this kind of support and information. So until next time, take care of yourself and the ones that you love.
This podcast is part of our mission to help older adults live safely and independently. If you'd like to take the next step, visit aginginplacedirectory.com, where you'll find specialists, helpful resources, and inspiration to make every home your place to thrive.